can see why you feel that way. And to some extent, it's true. I do think that parenting is very inconvenient. Specifically, I think parenting inside capitalism, where you are forced to work 40, 50, 60 hours a week just to barely survive, and then parenting your children inside the nuclear family where there's only 1 or 2 adults to help achieve that survival, is particularly inconvenient. I also think our culture has associated motherhood with martyrdom, and so when there is a mother who shows any interest or has any type of personality outside of mothering, it is projected onto her that she's a bad mother. It's interesting to me for several reasons. One being men don't really get that same projection from the culture. 2, women who are away from their kids because they're working really hard. For example, I have a friend who's very wealthy. Her partner is a stay-at-home dad. He handles all the domestic stuff and she is constantly traveling for work, and they're very wealthy. That wealth is seen as the redeeming quality, and she isn't a bad mother. She's actually praised for her sacrifice. But I know this person really well. She ain't sacrificing shit. She loves work. Work is what brings her joy. Work is what brings her dopamine. And she loves being away from her kids, and she's a much better mother when she is around them. And because of how wealthy they are, her kids are very well cared for because they can afford extra help and resources. When a mother shows interest in a hobby outside of her children, some of the culture will praise her like, "You go, mama, you deserve to have an identity outside of motherhood. You're such an inspiration." But another part of the culture will shame her for having an interest outside of motherhood and not sacrificing herself completely to the servitude of her children. A polyamorous mother, however, is completely shamed by the culture because it is deemed that her hobbies of love, or maybe love and sex, or maybe just sex, is so triggering to the culture that the culture automatically projects a judgment of selfishness. It's interesting when you think about who benefits from motherhood being associated with martyrdom. And what could have possibly been so powerful to create such a culturally wide belief that martyrdom is holy? Can't quite put my finger on it, but there's something there.